Yo, welcome back. You need to get this penny. So look, if you ain't been paying attention, if you ain't been rocking with us, if you ain't been looking in on what we got going on, right, then you really been missing sauce. You feel me? You've been missing sauce. So let me put you on a little bit, right? We've been catching mad pops since the moment that we started putting these DBPOTDs back live, back public, right? One point I started these on YouTube, 2023 to 2024. That's when I did that, right? Uploaded that portfolio. As you already know, if you got into that portfolio, if you did anything with it, right, you would have made money. Feel me? You would have made money. If you want specific details, I can email you or just send it to you through DM, whatever the case may be. I can show you that whole document. You can go back and verify all the DBPOTD episodes the same way I'm doing right now, and you can go be like, oh, wow, you really caught this out here, and right there, and right there. You know what I'm saying? For the record, for the ones that's gonna watch the video from the other day when I was talking about SRM Entertainment at the beginning of the video, and then I ended up showing y'all at the end of that video. If you was watching, right, what did I show you? I showed you that from 2023 or either 2024 when I called it out, right? One of those years. Really had to have probably been 2024. 2024, right? Called out SRM Entertainment, DBPOTD episode 21. You feel me? And from the price that I called it out, it was at like $2.12, and it went up all the way to $10.83 the other day. Now, yeah, you would have been. Now, imagine you was in that whole time. Yeah, you would have been in that for about a good little year, but you just 5 extra money, bro. Y'all was waiting for Bitcoin to do a 50% rise. You know what I'm saying? If we really being honest, you know what I'm saying? That's what y'all was waiting for Bitcoin to do, was a 50% rise. After it breached that 50,000 mark and it was still trading above 50,000, and y'all wanted it to go to 100,000. That's all y'all got. Y'all just got a double move. That's all y'all got. It just doubled itself. You feel me? But y'all was really still in that 50% range, from 50 to 75,000. That's only 50%. You feel me? And then to that actual 100%, y'all got 100. But again, for the ones that don't have thousands and thousands of dollars to invest to just get one Bitcoin, you ain't make no real money on Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? But had you put that same money into SRM Entertainment, you would have made real money. You know what I'm saying? If you compare the returns that you could get from both of them at the current prices that they was trading at, I mean, you do that math. Tell me if that don't add up more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that year wait probably would have been a little bit different or difficult. You know what I'm saying? But however, shit, you would have 5 extra money versus waiting 2 years to what, make a good 50% return or a double return. Don't get me twisted. The return is good regardless because you made a return. So you should clap and give yourself a round of applause for being able to do that, right? However, at the end of the day, you can make more given that you actually have the knowledge on where to put your money, right? So today we're going to talk about RYDE, RIDE. This is a smooth little investment that I just wanted to put y'all on, just wanted to introduce y'all to it, right? Trading at 45 cents, something like. You should probably pay attention to this company. The ranges that this company could actually project to right now, especially like right now in these next couple days, weeks, and months, right? The prices that this really could project to, y'all, it could really go crazy. First projection, you already know. We just need to see it go back up to $1. That right there is great. That would double your money, you know what I'm saying? Easily, right? But what we actually are looking forward to is the fact that this, again, could pop something crazy. I can't really explain why I have the ranges that I have. If you want to know more, all you got to do is go down here, actually join the group, you know what I'm saying? Join me, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do much. You just got to drop the email. Once you drop your email, you basically locked in, you know what I'm saying? Basically locked in. That's when I'm going to start sending you all type of stuff. You're going to be like, wow, this all I had to do was give you my email. I ain't even had to do all that. No, you really didn't. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me twisted. You're not going to get everything. It's still going to be limits to it. You know what I'm saying? You're not just going to get with somebody that, you know, for the person that's paying, you're not going to get the same thing that they get. You know what I'm saying? But man, I'm still gonna look out for you, because like I be trying to tell y'all, this ain't about the money. I'm trying to give you the education. The education is what's important behind this. You gonna make the money. The more you even get into this, you gonna realize money gonna be made. It's gonna happen. It's gonna come. It's all around us all the time. So you should never even really be in thought about how or where money can be made, because I'm showing you that money can consistently be made every single day in the market. You get what I'm saying? Given that you teach yourself the correct and appropriate strategies to be able to do so. You can do that. You know what I'm saying? However, the ranges that I see RYDE going to, right? It can range from $1 to $11 within these next couple days, weeks, and months. That's the ranges that it could touch up to. I'm not saying that it's going to touch $11, but what I'm saying is the ranges, it can go between $1 and $11. I know it sounds crazy. It's like, really, you think so? You sure? It don't look like it. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure a lot of the other things that I said before in the past didn't really look like it, but it happened. Feel me? So again, I just sort of urge you to just try to look into this. Maybe like just take a little second. You ain't gotta take long. Just take a little second. Look up the company. Again, add it to your watch list. You know what I'm saying? Add it to a watch list. You ain't gotta trade it, but watch how it moves. You feel me? Watch how it moves so that you can educate yourself and get the knowledge on what it looks like and how these things transpire over time. You know what I'm saying? How they occur. You know what I'm saying? Probably used the wrong word the first time, but you get what I'm saying. Anyway, I ain't really got much else to really talk to y'all about. I'm not finna talk y'all head off today. I don't got no real conversations, but I do just, again, always want to take the time to tell you to say thank you to God. Do not waste your day. Do not waste your time. Do not waste your entire efforts throughout the entire day on something that is way less important than God. Trust and believe that I understand that you want to get to your careers, you want to get to your goals, you have dreams and stuff that you want to work on. You know, you got to go to work. Cool, you got to feed your kids, take them to school. Yes, but that does not excuse you for taking time out the day with God. It will never excuse you for taking time out the day with God. You have to find a rhythm and a pattern that you can place into your everyday life where God is included. Because half the time, y'all, we be wanting a certain connection to God that if we just put in the work to get, we could receive what God has for us. And for a lot of you, God has a lot for you, and you don't even realize this yet because you still in a phase of life that we all have been in, you know what I'm saying, where you think you know, but you don't. You feel me? You think you know, but you don't. You think you know what's best for you, but you don't. You think you know what you need to do right now, but you don't. Same vice versa even here. I can even say that for my life sometimes. Sometimes I think I know what I need to do, but then God completely do a 360 and show me like, okay, you thought you was going to do this, but I'm finna move like this so that you can see this. We have to relinquish our control. We have to relinquish what we want to be able to do and some of the things that we think, and we have to be able to find that common ground to be able to give God the steering wheel, y'all. I know it's not easy, you know, we all have our control issues. Come on now, let's be honest. We all have our control issues. We all want to have a certain level of control over our lives and what happens to us on a day-to-day basis, whether we do this or whether we reach this goal, whether we woo-woo, right? We all want a certain level of control, but at the end of the day, try to remind yourself that you do already have control, but you don't need full control, all right? Just remind yourself of that. Again, I told y'all before, this world is changing. Life is changing. A lot of things are going to come to the forefront, wisdom-wise, knowledge-wise, to certain people that's going to help you. That's going to really help you along your journey. And not only that, it's going to really reveal to you more of you and who you are. You know what I'm saying? Time reveals these things. You know, it's bound to happen. We've been going through all these different shifts and changes on Earth, and for the ones that's like actually in tune, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a lot of change that's been going on in just how the feel of Earth feels right now. Be aware of what you feel. Don't ignore what you feel, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Don't ignore what you feel. I can't personally tell you what's gonna happen or how things gonna play out in these next couple weeks, months, or nothing like that. But what I do want you to know is things are changing. Things are changing, and we need to be aware. Side note, just because I want to point it out, right? I made a video, one of my very first top topics videos. I made a video about the penny. You know what I'm saying? And telling y'all how they was about to get rid of that. You feel me? They was finna remove the penny because they was having rumors. They was talking about it. Trump was signing orders. I was telling y'all about this, and it happened. You feel me? 2026, they done already said 9 times out of 10 the penny is going to be discontinued in 2026. Y'all, they are slowly eliminating the coins. Once they start eliminating the coins, they're going to eliminate the dollar. Once they eliminate the dollar, we become fully digital. Y'all, I need you to listen. Once they get rid of the coins, we become a dollar-based country. Dollar and digital. Once they get rid of the dollar, we become digital. No dollar. Read your Bibles, y'all. Read your Bibles. You'll know why I'm pointing that out so heavily. I understand that we have to constantly evolve, right? We do. But y'all, the way that they trying to set up our system, buying and selling and trading, all this stuff is gonna come at a cost. It's gonna come at a cost. If you know what if you can pick up what I'm putting down, then you already got what I'm saying. You feel me? But I'm just trying to throw it out there to y'all that we really gotta wake up. We gotta pay attention. They getting rid of the penny. I know that sounds like not big news at all, but y'all, all this shit is unfolding in front of our eyes. Life is changing like water to us, and we just acting like it's not happening. We actually are distracted by too many things that hold no importance in our lives for real. Like we gotta tighten up, y'all, because we distracted out here. I ain't gonna lie. We all distracted a little bit out here because we ain't focused on the real problems and orders and all this stuff is, bro, these petitions and stuff, this stuff is getting signed day in, day out. If y'all haven't realized, dude in office, my bad, I had to wipe my windshield real quick. Dude in office, he love that pen, bro. Y'all ain't realize he love that pen. Big bro be signing. He don't be playing no games. He love that pen and that paperwork. And if y'all ain't realized this yet, y'all need to start looking up some of this stuff that he's signing. Look up some of these executive orders this dude is putting in place. I ain't saying everything is bad, and I ain't saying everything is good, because you got to be able to see both sides of both. You feel me? But hey, some things just ain't right. Some things just ain't right, y'all. And we gotta, you know what I'm saying? We gotta pay attention to this stuff. And mind you, don't think that I'm on here being political. Bro, I don't claim none of that shit. Y'all deal with that shit. If y'all want my honest opinions on that, I can keep it 1,000 with y'all, but I ain't finna even go that hard right now. When we decide to touch, oh damn, I'm about to hit a train. When we decide to touch bases on certain things like that, hey, we gonna touch bases, no judgment free zone. I ain't gonna judge you, you ain't gonna judge me, and even if you do, then it is what it is. We ain't gonna worry about it, you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't gonna take that kind of stuff to heart. But understand though, this is not a political thing, it's not a political channel, it's not a political debate. I ain't trying to get y'all to sway to here, to sway to the, even in anything that I say, I'm not trying to sway your beliefs at all. I'm just trying to help you to understand that, yo, things are changing. And if you don't wake up to the change, if you ain't paying attention to the change is gonna wake you up. You feel me? So you might want to actually start paying attention a little bit. But once again, like I said, I ain't really trying to talk y'all head off. I done talked more than enough. You know, I've been trying to make sure that my phone don't do me no dirt. You feel me? Y'all know how the phones get, especially in this summer heat. But that's why I got the air sort of, you know what I'm saying, doing what it's doing right now. Even though I don't like air. Y'all know I like to put my windows down. All this artificial air is ass. But anyway, say your prayers today. Make sure you talk to God. Make sure you tell him thank you. If you didn't today, you tripped. But yeah.